Hi, mine fans. You may have guessed I'm not at Tecopa Mines today, and it'd be a good guess. I am at Kingman, Arizona, at the Kingman Museum of History, and they've graciously donated some wonderful artifacts to us here. So I'm down here in this fine morning with our crew, recovering as many artifacts as we can haul back up to the mines today. So let's take a little walk around and introduce them. Over here cleaning out the bucket. You've seen them before. That's Linda. That's Pat over there. And that's James down in there being James. You haven't seen James in the videos before, but you probably will again soon. Turn around and say hi to the people, James.
Hey, how you doing?
That's James.
Yeah, Tecopa Mine.
Oh yeah. So coming over through the field here, we got a couple of other devices. We got We've got the amazing Paul of Better Call Paul, seen on Sarah's videos, Wonder Hussey's videos, and he saw us all in this nice hit and miss engine, which we're going to take back and put on display. And couldn't have done the work without all of these folks, wonderful people, and we're going to have a nice display up at the mines. So stick with us as we finish our collection of equipment and bring it back to unload it tonight. And here we got a guy painting up the old caboose they got here behind the museum, doing a wonderful job of it. He's not with us, but he's doing a great job.
1830.
Is it an 1830 caboose, really?
The only wooden one made.
Only wooden one made. Oh, it looks great. So,
I've been on it 3.5 months.
3.5 months. He must be using a pretty small paintbrush.
75 an hour.
Oh, you're doing great. So, this is going to be a day, folks. And what we're loading on here is an old hit and miss engine made by, I don't know if I can't see the data plate right now, Fairbanks Morse Company. Back in she's got a 1917 patent date on it, so she's an oldie. And this big solid piece of cast iron single cylinder motor produced a whopping 3 horsepower. Yep, that's what you needed to get 3 horsepower. I mean, today you can get a lawnmower, Walmart, that kicks out 10 horsepower. But this monster that weighs, probably 300-400 pounds would generate 300 horsepower back there before World War I. Amazing how technology has changed. But this beauty's coming to live out at the mines, hand crank and all. And folks, here I am with Leah Stagg, the curator of the museum here. And Leah, a fellow Michigander, so salute to that, is behind the donation of all of this wonderful equipment here. So we want to say thanks to the museum, thanks to Leah. And what are your long-term plans? What are you doing with the space back here now?
Well, we're hoping to turn this into an education area where we can do hands-on and living history examples for all the classes coming through Mojave County.
Oh, that sounds wonderful. Hands-on is always better than just static like this. So.
That's right. That's what we're hoping.
We're glad to help you make the space free, and definitely happy to get this stuff back to put it on display and move it underground, get it out of the weather. So thanks a lot, Leah. I appreciate it. And Director Shannon over there, so the man I met last year. Couldn't have done this without either of you. So
doing what I do best. Right here, putting danger signs.
Yep. Trust me, I've got some of those done in the mine too, where equipment used to be, and I'm always stepping over it until they actually put stuff on top of it, just like this. So I'm not that smart, but that's why we have educated people. So thanks a lot. I'm going to get back to help my folks load here before they catch on to the fact that I'm gold bricking. So big thanks to the museum folks out here, and we'll continue the film. And here's Robert Guardiola, who actually owns a local business here. What is that, All Brands Health and Spa?
Oh, that's actually an old shirt.
Okay.
I'm retired now.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you came out to help out here. So we got a little compressor actuator there, and another piece of mystery stuff. But it's definitely going to be seen on display here. And he lives here in Kingman and came out to help us out. And I can't say enough of that. And also, tell us about yourself and where you're from.
I'm from Black River Falls, Wisconsin, home of cow shit and beer farts.
And how did you happen to be here today to help with this?
My wife and I decided we wanted to spend a couple weeks in this town in Kingman, and then we're going to go to Tucson for a week after that. So we're just exploring the area, and I ran into your post about needing some help, so here I am.
Thank you. And your name again?
Dwayne Olson.
Dwayne Wilson.
Olson.
Dwayne Olson, yeah. From Wisconsin.
That's right.
We get some of the best folks from Wisconsin here. So I want to thank you guys for your help today. It's been fantastic. Literally, I could not have done this without you and a lot of others, because that's a whole heavy trailer full of heavy stuff over there. And we still got to come back for more. But I won't drag you out for that. Well, you're close. I may call you.
Just give me a holler. I'll come
Will
back.
do. Thanks a lot, guys. Here we go, folks. The next day, and after a couple hours work with some wonderful volunteers, we got James and Sterling over there. We got Max over there. We got Rich, Pat behind us. Or Pat, we're behind Pat. And Linda's over there behind her Linda Jeep somewhere. We've got all this stuff from the Kingman Museum out of the trailer and set up for sorting and display eventually. We've got a whole pile of old blacksmithing and farming and mining tools here. We've got a beautiful farmer cedar right over here. This big sheave wheel over here, which weighs God only knows how much, was probably the most fun to load and unload, let me tell you that. Got an old Myers bulldozer working head water pump here, which actually turns. Somebody want to come here and turn the wheel on this thing so we can show people what it does? Just grab that big wheel and give it a bit of a turn there, and you can see the gear work. This bad boy still works. Look at that. I mean, she'll never pump water again, but she's free in the gear work turns. So that's an awesome piece of equipment. Yeah. Get that plaque out of there, please. A little blowtorch here. A couple of sinker drills, which are near and dear to my heart. These are nice old ones. One's a Cochise. I have no idea what the other one is. We've got a skip car that once I get these axles lubricated up and get the wheels turning, going to go back into either the Noonday or the War Eagle. She's a nice 24 gauge. Some beautiful ore buckets over here that would have gone down some of the old hand dug shafts back in the day. A Fresno scraper that needs a bit of work. Wood stove that's almost complete and ready to go. Just needs to put that leg back on. Some more nice tools over here. Beautiful old vise, one of 3 we recovered. There are the other 2 over there. Got this interesting motor over here, which was a gasoline-powered pavement breaker, according to the label. So this thing weighs about 60, 70 pounds, gasoline engine. The weight, the vibration, the heat off this thing had to be incredible. I can only imagine what kind of man it took to work one of those. Well, you know what? It ain't this kind of man. That was a manly man who worked that thing. Yeah. Another smaller sheave wheel over here. Another ore bucket, one of the 4 buckets we got here. Well, 5, I'm sorry, 5. We've got another little pulley here, belt drive, that we're going to mount on another rack as soon as we get more wood. We've got a blower, probably to a forge. Another nice plow over here, which we'll find a new home at one of the local museums. This beautiful Fairbanks Morse hit and miss engine you saw us loading up yesterday. I don't know what it weighs. I want to guess, 2,000-3,000 pounds based on the hassle it gave us getting off of there. But look at that beautiful data plate, Fairbanks Morse, 3 horse, 475 RPM. You needed all this work to generate 3 horsepower, back in 1913, 1917 when its patent dates were. Just amazing how technology's changed. You get better stuff at Walmart today. Some more nice old tools over here, and one of my favorites, I'm already in love with this piece here. It's a basic Washoe pickaxe, but when one of the axe tines broke off, the miners made a hammer out of it. So nothing was ever thrown away back in the mining days. Everything was repurposed and reformed, and a broken tool became another tool. And beautiful crowbar for industrial-sized crows. And all sorts of other wonderful bric-a-brac. We've got another little mining skip over here that, again, still needs a little work, but I got a complete wheel and an axle that I can use as patterns to make more, which is why that thing's really going to come in handy out here. And all told, we've got tons and tons of wonderful stuff over here, all donated courtesy of the Desert Museum, the Mojave Desert Museum of History and Arts in Kingman, Arizona. I can't thank them enough. We still have to go back there and get a few more things when we get back with another trailer. Spoiler alert, a bigger trailer. Eventually we're going to get this stuff undercover, under a shelter overhead somehow, or another shipping container to build on a museum section, or some of the stuff will go back underground. But for now, it's inventory, cleanup, lubrication on a lot of the rolling pieces, and preservation. But thanks to the folks at Kingman, and thanks to the wonderful volunteers who came out here and helped put all this stuff off the trailer and onto the pads. So big salute, folks. And look at Linda over there, you know, doing that, brooming like she was made to it. Perfect. Not to be sexist, but you go. And Merida, the three-legged dog, right there. Hey, Merida. Supervising as usual. Here we go, folks. Thanks a lot. If you liked what you saw here, feel free to come on out and help. And if you want to donate, I've got a new Patreon page, which I've just put up. And I can't figure the link out to it yet, so shoot me an email at tecopamines@gmail.com. I'll give you the link to the Patreon page. You can help out, or you can just shoot me a donation. PayPal, Tecopa Mines, Venmo, Tecopa Mines, or send a check by carrier pigeon. I don't care. I'm old tech. I'm just happy for any support that you guys give me. So thanks for, I could not do this alone. It's wonderful people like this that make it happen, and wonderful folks like you viewers out there. So I am blessed beyond words. One-legged miner and three-legged dog out.